If I placed you in a room full of healthy babies, could you identify which one would grow up to become a supermodel versus which one would grow up to have an underbite or a recessed jaw? The answer is no, of course you couldn't. And that's because beauty isn't written in our genes at birth, it is written through how we live our lives. In this video, I'm going to dive into the truth about beauty that nobody wants you to know. At birth, almost every single healthy human is born with the same beauty potential. We start as blank canvases. Our bodies are primed to grow into their most symmetrical, most balanced, and beautiful form. So what happens between infancy and childhood? Because you get babies that across the board look unbelievably similar in proportion and adult faces that vary drastically in size and shape. Along the way, why does someone develop a strong chiseled jawline or someone else can develop with weak facial proportions? The answer lies in how we interact with our environment. Factors like how we breathe, how we eat, how we swallow, our body posture profoundly influence the development of your face. Genetics provide the framework and the individual features. But as we know from the Marquardt beauty mask, beauty is not found in features, it's always found in proportion. So your genes give you a primed foundation, but it's your lifestyle choices that will determine the outcome. In other words, your beauty potential isn't predetermined, it's actually earned. At Beauty Potential on TikTok explains this very well. There are 8 critical aspects to achieving your beauty potential. Now, these principles don't require surgery or expensive treatment. They are grounded in how your body was designed to grow and thrive. So let's start with the beauty aspects. These are the habits that directly shape your physical proportions. The position of your tongue inside your mouth on a day-to-day basis may seem insignificant, but it is the foundation for facial symmetry. Proper tongue posture, or what we all know and love as mewing, is having your tongue placed against the palate of your mouth with the tip of your tongue just behind your front incisors. This upward pressure on your palate throughout your development is going to help project your mid-face. Without it, the face can begin to grow downward. Charles Darwin was one of the first people to clock onto this. He noticed that upper and middle class white people in the 1800s were starting to experience jaw shortening, as he called it, what we would call nowadays as jaw recession, which is stemming from an underdeveloped maxilla. And the reason why is because they were habitually chewing on soft foods. Hence why lower class, poorer people of the time weren't. They were all chewing tough foods, maybe the less expensive cuts of meat that were tougher and forced them to chew harder, and therefore influenced their tongue posture over time too. Charles Darwin noticed that these faces were changing at a rate that was far faster than evolution could have possibly managed. Which leads me to the second beauty aspect: how you eat. Chewing is not just about eating, it's about shaping your face. Chewing hard, resistive, fibrous foods like raw vegetables or tough cuts of meat can highly influence your facial development. Stimulating the jaw muscles throughout your development and throughout your growing can encourage a strong, proportional, well-balanced jawline. And the modern diet filled with processed soft foods deprive your face consistently of this natural exercise. Hence why beauty is becoming so rare. The third beauty aspect is your body posture. Your body's alignment affects absolutely everything, including the way your face looks. Poor posture shifts your head forward, putting strain on the muscles that support your jaw and causing imbalances over time. Proper posture does the opposite. And the fourth beauty aspect is actually when you eat. Consistent, well-timed meals allow your body to optimize nutrient absorption and energy use. This rhythm supports growth and repair, which is essential for maintaining a vibrant and youthful appearance. Now let's get into the health aspects. The first is breathing. How you breathe shapes your face far more than you realize. And nasal breathing promotes proper tongue posture and therefore forward and upwards growth. It expands the palate and promotes a balanced, proportional look. Mouth breathing, however, is one of the stupidest things that you can do, especially if you are in your developing years. If you are watching this video and your mouth is open and your tongue is on the floor of your mouth as opposed to the roof, you and I got some work to do. It is the biggest culprit of why faces today are narrow, why jaws are weak, why kids don't have enough room for wisdom teeth in their jaw. Another health aspect is what you eat. The nutrients you're consuming are building blocks of your body. Just like vitamin D, the third health aspect, is a critical nutrient that most people overlook. If you've been following me, you know how much of an advocate I am for sun exposure for hormonal balance. And the fourth and final health aspect is obviously exercise. Movement isn't just for fitness, it's for growth too. It improves circulation, it balances your hormones, and it strengthens all the muscles in your body. All of which are factors that contribute to a well-proportioned, toned face. So you need to understand, nature provides us with a blueprint for beauty. All of us. It's not about luck, genetics, or expensive treatments. It is about living in alignment with how your body was meant to grow. And when you look at someone who you think is exceptionally beautiful, it is because throughout their development, they have had these 8 concurrently strong aspects working together at full force to provide them with such proportion and symmetry. So what do you do if you're someone watching this, you're done developing, and you feel that you haven't grown proportionally? Throughout your developing years, you mouth breathed or had bad posture or had a terrible diet. And for that, your face has shown it. Well, you're in luck. If you're not too old, there are practices that can reverse these effects. That's what the whole science of mechanotransduction and joint suture theory is. That is also something that I have become a bit of an expert on. And luckily for you, I have made the best looks maxing community on the planet. You get dozens of video modules, complete access to me, a community that is the most ambitious and driven, intelligent community I've ever seen. And they're going to ensure that you hit all of the goals that you say you are. I will break down everything step by step and give you the tools that you need to reverse the effects of your bad habits throughout development, because they are reversible and there is so much you can do to become better looking. You just need to take action and you just need to do the right things. The link is in the description if you want to join, and I will see you inside. Much love, gang.